We're making cookies with just 4 ingredients today. Today we are making red velvet cake mix cookies. Hi, I'm Christina with DessertsOnADime.com. Welcome. I am going to show you guys how to make the best cookie. My husband loves these and asks for them all the time. And my favorite thing is they're only 4 ingredients and the kids can easily make this because they're so easy. Do not forget, the full recipe is linked in the description below where you can get all of our tips and tricks and the step-by-step instructions.
First, we're going to start with a regular box of red velvet cake mix. Any kind of brand will work. You are not going to follow the directions. We're just going to take the mix out of the box and just use the mix for today's recipe. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, we're going to add the red velvet cake mix, and then we're going to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil and 2 eggs. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our easy, delicious recipes. And also, you can find today's full recipe. I have it linked in the description below, or you can always just go to eatingonadime.com and search red velvet cake mix cookies. Now it's time to stir to combine. Remember, we are not making a cake even though we're using that cake mix. We're actually making cookies. So the batter is going to be nice and thick, just like a cookie dough batter. Continue stirring until all the ingredients are combined well and you have a delicious and thick cookie batter. For today's recipe, I highly recommend that you stir by hand and not use a hand mixer because since the batter is so thick, it just works out easier if you're doing it by hand. If you haven't yet, make sure you preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Today, I'm using a non-stick baking sheet and a cookie scoop. I have both of these linked below in the description. And now it's time to prepare our cookies to bake. Now, for these red velvet cake mix cookies, we are actually going to coat them in powdered sugar. So the powdered sugar will then crackle as it bakes, and it just turns out to be beautiful cookies. We're going to need about 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, but we usually just eyeball it, and then we're going to put it in a bowl because we're going to roll the dough into that powdered sugar. So you just need enough to be able to coat each cookie ball. Go ahead and take your cookie scoop, and then we're going to scoop up some of the dough and plop it right into that powdered sugar. Take your fingers or even just a spoon and roll it around in that powdered sugar to get it coated nicely throughout. Sometimes I like to roll it into a pretty ball, and then we're going to place it right onto the cookie sheet. And we're going to continue doing that for all of the dough to fill up that cookie sheet, and you'll possibly need to use another baking sheet. This is actually super fun to do, and it's a great time to get the kids involved. Even my teenagers make these cookies all the time. Once you have all the cookies onto the sheet, we're going to take a glass bottom and press it gently into each cookie to flatten it slightly. Now this is very gentle and it doesn't take much effort, but it will just allow your cookies to be a little bit more cookie shaped because cake mix cookies don't spread quite as much as traditional cookies do. Put these in the oven at 350 degrees and allow them to bake for 8 to 10 minutes. You'll know they're ready because they'll be plumped up, bright red, and the edges will begin to slightly brown. Once they're finished, you're going to remove from the oven. I do like to let them sit for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I use the spatula to remove them from the cookie sheet so they can continue cooling on a cooling rack. Cookies are gorgeous and easy to make. Get the full recipe at eatingonadime.com.
I promise it is that easy. These are amazing every single time. Your Red Velvet fans are going to rave over these cookies. Plus, if you don't like Red Velvet, you can easily make these cookies with any flavor cake mix that you like. I am also going to link in the description below a recipe to just our classic cake mix cookies that gives you all sorts of variations that you can try. I love making them with strawberry cake mix, cherry chip cake mix, and chocolate is great as well. So just 4 ingredients and you can enjoy a delicious red velvet cookie in no time at all. It tastes amazing too. Friends, do not forget to like and subscribe so you do not miss any more of our easy, family-friendly recipes. And I will see you next time in my sister's kitchen. Bye, friends.